Hi, I'm Tom. I'm the founder of Old Tree Brewery. Old Tree is a social enterprise botanical drinks company that was started in Brighton in 2014. We forage botanical ingredients to make our drinks, and then we compost all of the ingredients to feed the soil to grow more gardens around us.
Old Tree has a few different branches, I suppose. The brewery being one of them, so we produce fermented drinks, primarily kombucha.
Today we are bottling our latest batch of kombucha. I mean, at its simplest, kombucha is fermented tea. It's slightly alcoholic, usually sort of between 0.5 to 2%, depending on your brewing conditions. Fermentation's always been sort of my main interest and main passion, so to be able to do it for a living is kind of a dream come true. We get people bringing in things that they've foraged themselves or grown in their gardens. One customer brings in these really wonderful pink elderflowers, and we make sort of special edition elderflower wine from that. I was talking before about sea buckthorn, which is this really tasty small little berry that grows locally. So yeah, it's just sort of rediscovering unexpected flavours and plants that you can use to make different kinds of drinks. One of the main things I like about this company is, there are so few companies that actually prioritise about natural processes. Everything comes down to money and efficiency and making things sort of in an industrial way. Here we try to be as close to zero waste as possible.
For us as a brewery, being stuck between the sea and the downs makes for an interesting microclimate. So you do find a lot of things here that you wouldn't necessarily find in a lot of other places. A variety of the wild herbs that we pick are quite good around here, but we also work with a bunch of local farms and things like that, and so they've obviously made good use of the local area. It's always been seen as a project that wouldn't necessarily scale up into a massive business, that would be in one big hub and distribute all over the world. That's not really our goal here. So we're trying to stay human scale, essentially. The ideal that we could see in our future is to have multiple small-scale breweries in different regions around the UK who could supply their local areas. At the moment, we are here just looking at how we can best supply all of Sussex and maybe even up into London potentially. So here at the brewery, all the organic waste and the vast majority of the cardboard we use gets composted in one of our composting sites. From there, that all gets composted and put into a big pool of lots and lots of compost, with lots of people's compost, and that gets given out to a couple of community gardens, a couple of growing projects, and then they will also be growing some of the herbs that we use, such as rosemary and lavender and those sorts of things, and those will come back to us, and we can put those in our drinks, and then compost them again.
This system of composting, we found, helps landscapes grow incredibly well with less maintenance. It's due to the fact that there's a diverse sort of stream of materials going into this compost, from the brewery to local businesses, cardboard, and all of these different foods for the different microorganisms in the soil. We put these worms in when they were very small, and now they're full-size mature worms. So it's more than a compost, it's a sort of inoculum for living soil. That's what I like to think. The drinks are probiotic for our gut, and the compost is probiotic for the soil. The South Downs is a beautiful landscape, but a lot of the soil needs feeding. If we don't feed the soil, it's not going to carry on feeding us. I'm personally really motivated to improve the farming in the South Downs to get more people involved, and I'd like to see fermentation being a sort of, like a gateway to more ecological farming. The most unique thing about Brighton for me is its kind of culture and its people, and how brilliantly open and creative and diverse they are, really. It's got this sort of like rebellious spirit as well as this just creative community spirit.